Hello, we are Civil Engineering, and we're excited to share this broad and diverse major and career. Civil engineers' work is important to every aspect of everyone's everyday life. Our projects make a huge impact on how we live and how our communities function. Through our projects, we meet human and societal needs such as access to clean water, safe and efficient movement, safe shelter, and much, much more. We'd like to start by sharing a little bit about who we are and why we love civil engineering. I'm Sue Khalifah, and I'm the Director of Student Experience in the Lyles School of Civil Engineering. I am a civil engineer, having spent the majority of my career as a structural engineering designer of buildings. Think anything from homes to high-rises to stadiums and more. At Purdue, I teach courses and get excited about all civil engineering can offer as a major. I chose civil as my path because of my ability to make an impact in my community and beyond. I love that my knowledge and skills allow me to design structures that stand the test of time and are also icons that define a city, state, and a nation.
Hello, my name's Ava. I'm an undergraduate student here in Purdue Civil Engineering. I chose Purdue largely because of the first-year engineering program, and once I started exploring the engineering disciplines, I fell in love with the work that civil engineering does. I love how publicly facing the work that civil engineers do, and I enjoy the work that we do has such a big impact on the communities around us.
My name is Eliza, and I'm a grad student focusing in structures, but I also did my undergrad here at Purdue. When I came to Purdue, I knew I wanted to study civil engineering. In the workforce, I enjoy the interface of design and construction. You get to see a project go from a 3D model on a computer screen to black lines on a 2D piece of paper to a real-life structure. I love that we get to work on a wide variety of projects all over the world.
I'm Isabel. I'm an undergrad focusing in structural. I chose civil engineering to understand the bones of the buildings. Initially, I wanted to be an architect like my uncle. However, I realized that I wanted to understand how the building stands before designing. I'm very grateful that I chose civil engineering, as the subjects that I'm learning now can help me design the most durable, strong, and creative structures in the future.
Civil engineers are making an impact by incorporating current and future societal needs. So, what are the engineers of today designing for? What needs of humans and society do we consider as civil engineers? Well, we meet the need of getting people and goods from one place to another, safer and more efficiently. We do this through designing, building, and maintaining public transit systems, such as things like you see here, a subway train, but by buses, ferries, and much, much more. We also do this through our ports and our harbors, through our freight rail systems, through our airports in all aspects of air travel, through our streets and roadway systems, and even our bike travel, and through our bridges and waterways. We meet the needs of communities and individuals by providing access to energy and needed utilities. We work on all energy systems, especially cleaner forms of energy, such as solar farms, as you see here, wind farms, hydroelectric power systems, such as what you see here, the Hoover Dam, and also on geothermal facilities, and those are ones that use the soil as an insulating factor. As civil engineers, we understand how water is integral to how we live and how our society functions. As civil engineers, we provide access to clean water and sanitation while protecting our natural resources. Here you can see what would happen if you turn on the faucet on your sink, right? We're supplying clean water to people and communities. We also work to protect our coastlines from erosion. We make sure to preserve, protect our lakes, rivers, streams, and others. And we handle wastewater, ensuring that our communities are safe. Our cities and communities are defined by the structures that civil engineers design and build for how we live, work, and enjoy life. That could be urban skylines like you see here, or residential buildings such as this multifamily residence, or academic institutions like Purdue, or any type of bridge that you can see in stadiums and more. The materials civil engineers utilize and the construction methods used are important to the infrastructure we create. We are developing new technologies such as using what you see here, a steel plate system filled with concrete. And this technology is important because it shortens the construction time of a project considerably. We're also using robots for safety and efficiency in construction. We're designing more sustainable and lower embodied carbon structures by using materials such as mass timber. And we are incorporating the use of 3D printed concrete to provide efficient and cost-effective infrastructure solutions. As civil engineers, we work to design for sustainability, resiliency, and equity measures. We design and build iconic infrastructure to be sustainable and to last the test of time, while we are also considering the need for infrastructure to be resilient, to bounce back after the effects of hazards like fires and natural disasters like floods. We're also ensuring that projects are equitable to all users, which is why we meet with communities often. Civil engineering is in every facet of our lives and therefore a very broad major and degree. And at Purdue, we provide students with many academic opportunities to allow you to create a pathway that is the right fit for you. You can concentrate in any one of these 9 areas shown, or you can mix and match different areas and develop a more broad set of skills of knowledge with all avenues leading you towards becoming a civil engineer. So, what are the engineers of today designing for? What do we need to consider? What might the future look like? Civil engineers are looking at trends that will affect how we live our lives and how communities work. So as civil engineers, we're looking out 50 years and beyond and identifying key drivers of change that impact our work. All of these trends are impacting how we design, build, and maintain sustainable, resilient, and equitable communities. As we design for the future, civil engineers know that alternative energy and autonomous vehicle technology, along with climate change and the inclusion of smart technologies, will drive the direction of our projects and our responsibility to be stewards of the built and natural environments. And again, right, civil engineers design, build, and maintain infrastructure that meets our needs, right, human needs and the needs of our societies. Therefore, what we do has a significant influence on the daily lives of everyone, everywhere. We value the way our work connects with communities and know the importance of it.
In total, our undergraduate program has about 600 students, meaning each graduating class has around 150 to 200 students. You end up taking many of the same classes with people in your emphasis area, so you really get to know the other CE students. Our program is consistently ranked in the top 10 civil engineering programs by the U.S. News and World Report. Our curriculum is routinely updated to match industry standards and modernizations, which shows our academic excellence. We have an extensive network of alumni, currently over 11,000, who create successful careers all over the world. Many become leaders or start their own companies, which shows that we have great technical and professional skills. Many of the core civil engineering classes require a lab where you get to see the topics hands-on. In classes like materials, hydraulics, and structures, you get to implement some of the lessons from lectures by mixing and testing concrete, experimenting with the flow of water, or loading a steel truss. Aside from the technical classes for your concentration, you will take classes of other focus areas to cover the breadth of civil engineering. For example, my emphasis was structures, but I took courses in environmental, construction, and geotechnical. There will also be other options in your plan of study that allow you to pursue other interests in civil engineering. One of my favorite courses was called Great Projects, where we get to learn about technical and social aspects of historic civil engineering marvels, such as the Hoover Dam or Brooklyn Bridge. Our senior design class is unique because you get to work in teams to accomplish a class-wide project with an industry sponsor. Some examples of previous senior design projects have been designing multi-use pedestrian trails or interstate highway systems, both local to the state of Indiana. In the civil engineering building, we have a help room where you can collaborate with other students while working on homework, labs, or studying for exams. Many TAs of the core classes are located in this room and offer assistance to students. The 4+1 program allows you to get both a bachelor's and master's degree in civil engineering in 5 years. The application process starts during your junior year, and if accepted, You will take 2 graduate level classes during your senior year, which count towards both degrees. In this program, you'll still receive your undergrad degree after 4 years and only have 1 additional year for the master's, as opposed to the 2 years that might be required at other institutions.
Within the School of Civil Engineering, you can get involved in a lot of different ways. With research, you can get involved as early as your first semester freshman year. A lot of students do work in transportation or structural analysis, but you can get involved with whatever interests you, including with other schools such as the School of Environmental Engineering or in Construction and Engineering Management. There's a lot of undergrad research fairs and different ways to find these opportunities. Additionally, a lot of our students within the School of Engineering have minors. It's very common for our students to get a minor in computer graphics, which is called BIMS, or sustainable engineering, management, or political science like I do. You can easily complete a minor with your degree in 4 years by talking to your advisor and utilizing any AP or dual enrollment credits you may come in with. Additionally, the scholarships and awards don't stop after you start college. The School of Civil Engineering awards over $750,000 each year to just undergrads. There's opportunities available through all 4 years of school, and every spring an application goes out for all civil engineering students. Additionally, there's many opportunities to study abroad within the School of Civil Engineering. If you want to study for a long term, there's many programs that go to New Zealand or Europe. However, what's more popular is short-term study abroad, which can be Maymesters, which happens 2 to 3 weeks after finals over spring break or winter break. Some of these programs include the Smart Mobility program that happens in Europe, or a program over winter break that goes to India looking at the hydrology within the country. Additionally, the School of Civil Engineering has many student orgs. Our 3 main student orgs are ASCE, which is the American Society of Civil Engineers, CSAC, the Civil Engineering Student Advisory Council, and Chi Epsilon, the Engineering Honors Society. ASCE has competition teams such as concrete canoe and seismic design. In Chi Eb, you can be invited to join your junior and senior year based on rank, and they do FE review sessions. And CSAC hosts one of the largest single major career fairs in the country, and semesterly bagel breakfast and the semesterly civil social.
What I love about Purdue is the many career opportunities they offer to students. There are many ways to obtain industry relations through career services from a staff member or by attending career fairs throughout the semester. Some of these opportunities include summer internships, co-ops, and full-time positions. The difference between internships and co-ops are internships only last the summer, whereas co-ops are extended internships where students alternate between going to school and working at a company for multiple semesters. Here at Purdue, 93% of students have had an internship or co-op. Although it is not required in the degree, it's a great way to gain real-world experience, network with professionals, and develop professional skills for your career. There is and has been a great demand for civil engineers in the work field. With an abundance of jobs and a great program here at Purdue, there is a 95% placement rate for obtaining a job right after graduation. One of our own student organizations hosts the CSAC Career Fair specifically for companies in the civil engineering field. Over 150 companies attend this event and has continued to grow to the point where there's limited space as more companies wish to attend. What I love about CSAC Fair is that all the companies are looking specifically for civil engineers and has chosen the time to speak just to Purdue students. Many people, including myself, have walked out of the fair with interviews lined up, later getting offered internships and co-ops. With about 600 students in civil engineering and having a career fair with about 200 companies, there's more job opportunities than students available. Overall, many students look forward to this opportunity, and as I said before, a great way to gain real-world experience before entering the work field. Because we have so many job opportunities, we bring in employers outside of career fairs to meet with students. This is a great way to talk with companies one-on-one in a more casual setting. There is also a CE blog where students can consistently check and explore more career opportunities. Not only can you find opportunities for internships and co-ops, but also opportunities for scholarships, research, and seminars. With the field of civil engineering being so broad, there are broad career opportunities as well. We work with a lot of industries, even ones you might not think, like aerospace. We also have our own mentorship program to connect undergrad students with industry professionals. Being in the mentorship program, I find that it's a great way to directly ask questions about the industry and a great way to start professional relationships.
We hope you learned a lot about what civil engineering is, what you can do with a civil engineering major, and what civil engineering means at Purdue University. If you want to get in contact with us, there's a number of ways that are possible. You can send us an email at the email address indicated or better yet, follow us on any of the social media sites that you see listed. Another way to find out more information is to visit our prospective students' website. We encourage you to head over there and to scroll through the page and find more information about civil engineering and civil engineering at Purdue and all that it entails.